Hey gang, welcome to the Mark of Hypnosis. This is part 2 of my 3-part series on the article by my friend Brady Daniels about the songs of the sirens. And as we remember, the sirens are temptation and desire and risk. Okay, and today we're going to talk about 2, and that's desire. And the song that the desire siren sings is a verse of perfectionism. So what this creates in us is an unachievable attitude, personal standard, or philosophy that really just can't never be met. Perfection demands it. It demands it, and anything else is anything less is not worth it. But that's not true. We know that's not true. Sometimes done is better than perfect. A lot of time, every time done is better than perfect. I mean, you've seen my videos. Sometimes they're done. Ain't none of them perfect. So just like our example in the first one, if you have a hurdle in front of you, and unless you jump over that hurdle with perfect form, it's not worth running the race. That's totally untrue. We're not going to worry about how we look as we jump over the hurdle. We may not even jump over the hurdle. We may just go around it. Go on. Move forward. Don't let that block you. Another way to combat perfectionism is create without the edit button on. This is a difficult one for me personally. If I'm sitting there writing, sometimes I'm correcting my misspellings, and I'm a horrible typer, so I'm correcting misspellings as I write. Don't do that. Just write it. Write it. Hey, the word programs out there, it'll tell you when you misspell a word. You can go back and correct all that later. But get the thought from here onto your computer, onto your piece of paper, wherever you're writing. Get your creative thoughts out with editing. Do it without editing on the fly. You can always go back, correct your spelling, and maybe even rethink a phrase, but it's better to create and be in that creative mode directly and just create and not worry about perfection. And perfect, that only exists in our minds. No one else knows exactly what perfect is. They may know how they would like to see it. They may know how they would like to do it. But their perfect and my perfect, those are a couple of different things. So what I like to tell people is, you know what? Excellence is something to be strived for. It probably can never be reached. Doesn't mean that we're not going to do our best. Doesn't mean that we're not going to create with excellence and strive for excellence. But it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. I really hope you enjoy these messages that I'm bringing to you. And like before, Braden Daniels, I'm going to post his link to his Facebook page, and the article is going to be on that page, so you can read his exact article. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but check him out. Always share this message out to your friends and your audience, and I will see you next time. Thanks.